Hello, I'm Felicia Vereen, always known as Fee.
Hey Fee, and I'm your girl Sharita 3, better known as Fred.
And we are Inspire Her, the Total Woman podcast, a new podcast all about uplifting you.
Yes.
Because friends, face it, you are awesome.
We'll be chatting up about topics we love to talk about, all the things we as women must deal with every day, and the ish we complain about.
But who's listening?
Girl,
we'll chat about the struggle, the job, and about him. You know who we talking about.
Girl.
That boo, husband, boyfriend, ex, whatever you calling them today. Our lovely hellions, kids.
Our angels. But seriously, friends, life happens, and we don't always get a chance to talk about it. We take it on the chin and we keep it moving.
Because that's what we were told to do.
Yep.
But here on Inspire Her, the Total Woman podcast with Red and Fee, we are the friends you love to hang out with. We are here to inspire her, the Total Woman.
Yes.
Hello.
So you always say that I don't let you finish. It always be done. I think you may have a delay.
But wait a minute. Did my internet freeze?
No.
Because for some reason my internet is the only one that freezes. But it sounded like in the introduction there was like a like when my voice was talking, it was like
I thought you belched.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
You telling people online you thought I belched?
I mean, you were just laughing.
I thought I heard it go. I thought I heard it slow down with my voice. I was like, what is that? Anyway, hey, Red.
Hey, Fee.
How are you doing?
I'm good. It's been a long week. I think it must be the full moon.
Long day.
Yes.
Girl, it's been a long day. I'm like, whew. It's been an exciting day. I've been excited. And I'm hot. Whew, honey. Maybe going through something.
It's been in the 80s past few days here, but it's gonna drop like 30 degrees. It's gonna be like in the 50s.
I don't know what's going on with the weather. I'm not feeling this. I'm really not. The full moon must be doing something, girl. Last night we had a person here in the next city over found a daggone bull in the yard.
A what? A bull.
A bull.
Goodness,
a
what
bull.
In Savannah?
Girl, one of them daggone farmers done let their bull go.
Wow.
The daggone bull went roaming. I said, well, I put a picture. I'm gonna put it on our page. He just chilling in the backyard.
Wow, I would have been.
Everybody kept saying, "Ooh, steak! You should cook this tail up." I'm like, I ain't getting near. I'm not near a bull. Y'all can keep him. Do whatever you want to do with him.
No.
If I see him in my backyard, I'm just gonna call the police.
Yes, animal control or something. They'll come and get him.
I'm calling the police.
Yeah, but we do want to say prayers for the people in the Midwest that are dealing with all the tornadoes and stuff. It's been a lot of damage there. So I can't even imagine. We're seeing it.
I also want to say, we have some boys. I work at an all-boys school, private school. We have some boys that went on a trip to Israel. And they today, Lebanon fired rockets, several of them.
Wow.
Up to parts of Israel. So I want to say, I hope that everybody is okay. And we weren't able to get in touch with anybody, but I hope that people can get in touch with their kids and the teachers that are over there with them. And I just pray that everything is all right and they make it back safely.
Yeah, definitely. It's just an awful time to travel out of the country these days. You just don't know what you're going to get because people crazy. Don't know if you're going to get kidnapped or...
It's ridiculous. And it's time for all this stuff to stop. Like, it's too much. It's just too much.
Man, I agree.
It's too much stuff happening.
Yeah. We got Easter weekend coming up.
There's Tanika. She says she travels out of the country every month. Girl, you better be safe. You better stay away Israel over there where they fighting all the time.
And definitely stay out of Mexico.
And you need to let me know. I need to be traveling with you. You know,
Yeah,
going
she
on
stay gone. What she had 50
all the time.
Here. Tanika, guys, is a classmate of ours, 1990, classmate JFK 1990.
So don't be showing her age.
She proud of her age. She looking good.
Thank you for joining us, Tanika. Hey. Thank you for joining us. We're gonna have to bring you online so you can tell us about all the different places that you to. We're gonna have to bring you online.
Yeah, we like to travel. We like to travel.
We do. Today, what are we talking about today?
I was gonna ask you the same thing. So I think you were talking to somebody, and I've been watching this Netflix show, Love is Blind, and I think you were kind of talking to somebody, kind of thought about this, and the premise of the show is you get like maybe 15 singles, and they're in these pods and they talk to each other and they get to know different people and they connect with people without even seeing them. Some of them fall in love. You know, the guys end up proposing to the ones that they really like and they have a connection with. But it's like you're falling in love with somebody without even touching them, not let alone not seeing them. You're not touching them. You're not getting a hug from them. They don't know what you look like. You don't know what they look like. But you're falling in love based on just your conversation with them.
And the question is love really blind? I mean, can you really fall in love with somebody sight unseen?
I think so. At some level of love. It may not be the goo goo gaga in love, because I think that happens when you are able to express more, maybe on a physical, the hugs, the kisses, and looking in somebody's eyes. But I think there is a layer of love that you can have by talking to somebody. What about you?
I think, the crazy thing is, I think you can fall in love with somebody you haven't seen before, because you how can I say this? Because you're able to fall in love with their heart and not worry about what they look like. And if they treat you well, I think you can fall in love with them. And if y'all talk on the phone, and if you talk about the things that you all want to do in the future, I think you can fall in love with a person. But the problem is, a lot of times, for some people, there is no problem. When you meet, let's say they're not typically the person that you would choose, but because you're already invested, you're in love, and it just happens. And for some people, you might have that love that you felt for them, but when you see each other, it's like your eyes take over your heart and you mess it up.
Yeah, sometimes you have to be ready to receive that, and it could possibly, a lot of times, well, that's not my type, and a lot of them be like, I usually go for a taller guy, or I usually go for this type of bigger guy, but I'm okay because I've already got these feelings for him based on what I've seen or what we talked about in the conversation.
Right. Now, let me say, if there's anybody out there that's watching, or if you watch it in replay, we know a lot of our listeners watch in replay, answer the question, is love really blind? And if you have some examples, put them out there. Tell us if you've been through it before. Let us know. We wanted to be able to bring somebody on, but the person was not available. So we want to see if there are some examples. I know it probably is. People probably fall in love sight unseen every day, but I just want to see how long it lasts, and if after you all get together, if it's real. I'm a hopeless romantic, so I think it can happen, and I think it can last, you know,
I
if
think
you're
so.
in it.
I think so too. You know, there's also a show, Married at First Sight, and these people actually get married without seeing the person, without even knowing their name. They're meeting for the first time at the altar, and you have to be committed and ready for this type of relationship and for this experiment and see how it goes. And some of the marriages, I mean, they are legally married. Some of them
Okay.
last, some of them don't. But on Love Is Blind, it's different. They actually get engaged, but they're able to spend time with each other and get to know each other and stuff. You know, it's like I guess it's a deep connection that you can have with the person that you're talking to them without seeing them and touching them. You can get a little deeper, so you know it's not physical and it's strictly just these conversations that we have. So you would think it would last a little long because it's not based on the physical.
I think once you get to that point, I mean, you know what you want. Um, you've been through some things, and you physically, um, like for me, I'm not the same person I was back a long time ago, and I had to have the 6'4" guy, tall. I liked them really dark. You know, I don't have to have that anymore. For me now, is what's right here. It's your heart. It's are you? I want my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
I want that person I can laugh with, joke with, crack jokes on, have fun with, and still travel and do the husband wife thing, all that. Want to be married, but all of that stuff rolled up into one. The person that's going to take care of business, that's going to take care of me, I take care of them, but also the person that I can just, we can just sit around, they cracking on me, we making jokes, we have fun with our friends. Somebody that is the one thing that I never want is somebody that can't fit in with my friends. Awkward with my friends. You got to be, separate and apart from them. I will say that I've been lucky to meet people that have been great with my friends, that have fun, and that's what I want. That's what I need.
Well, you were quite descriptive about the physical that you like.
I was stuck. I was stuck. If he was here, shorts, my height, not looking at him. but you know what? You outgrow that stuff.
You do outgrow it. And I think you and I had a conversation about, do you really need to be in love or just be loved and this person have everything else? So would you guys rather be Goo Gaga just in love with this person and he don't meet or she don't meet the other criteria, or they meet every other criteria and you just have a strong love for them? You're not Google head over heels in love. Not to say that you can't have it both, because we can, but if we had a choice, what would you choose?
I may still be in fairy tale land, but I want the Goo Goo Gaga. I want to be head over heels. I really do. And I think if I had to choose, and it was based on longevity, and it was Goo Goo Gaga or this person be my best friend, then I probably will choose. I want to be the best friend, because that Goo Goo Gaga, it goes away. I think it becomes normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not. And some people might still. I think I had talked to my aunt at one point. My aunt, one of my mom's sisters, and her and her husband have been married for 50 years. And at that point, she told me that they still have that thing. I slap her on the butt, and she get excited. So I guess you can still have that. So I choose love, though. I prefer both.
Right. I choose love too.
You want both, but I mean, Love.
People are lucky to have that, and some people
They are. They are, and it's sad, that sometimes you can't get either one. Now uh, I've been watching Queen's Court.
I like Queen's Court. I told you.
I like it. Queen's Court is another dating show, and they have 3 ladies that are they're singers. They're in the limelight. We have Evelyn, Tamar, and Nivea, and they each have a group of men. I lost my earring thing. They have a group of men that come and try to become their kings, and then they narrow it down to one man. And Tamar and Evelyn have pretty much, they know who they want, and the people that they chose are total opposite of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, total opposite of them. And they, because Evelyn always liked athletes. And the guy she got, he's in corporate America. He's not an athlete. And Tamar is dating a lawyer, a Caucasian guy. He's never did that before.
Well, he is handsome, but he got a whole lot of baby mamas.
Very handsome with a lot of baby mamas. But
both of them still together. Both couples are still together, engaged, and planning weddings.
Well, what about Nivea?
I think Nivea wasn't really ready because she had 2 suitors and she had one dude crying over her. That he was really like in love with her. But I think she just chose herself. Valerie, the 80-20 rule is you're not going to get 100% out of that one person, but you can get 80% of what you want from that one person, and the other 20% you may not get. Let's say if you want somebody that they got everything that you want, but
they don't have the height.
Yeah, they don't have the height.
It's something on your list that they don't have. Would you say the 80 versus a 20? We're not going, but you have to, because you're not going to get everything you want in a person, because that's your list.
That's your list. Nivea was toxic. Well, Nivea had some work that she still needed to do on herself. Like a lot of us, we still got some work to do. But
Nivea was, I don't really think Nivea knew what she wanted, because she still liked that sexual chemistry that her and had. But she liked Mac because he was her safe place. I think if she could have put them 2 together, then she would have had the perfect guy.
I don't know, but keep watching, because it sounds like they would have been all right with that polyamory.
I know. I saw that.
Yeah, they were some brother love, but it's a show called.
They liked each other. I mean, they was cool with each other.
Yeah,
they was sitting on either side of her, like, "What's up? Can't we all just get along?" And I'm like, "What the ham sandwich?"
Well, Nivea has, she probably had the Dream and Lil Wayne and that, and a couple other people tripping over her. But she was fun. You could see her energy, and that you could see why people liked her. I liked them all. It was a good group.
I'm surprised that Tamar, because I went on there thinking Tamar was gonna be tripping out of her mind.
No.
But she actually let her guard down, I think.
She did. After a while, I think she had to get over the 4 baby mamas. But they got another show called Seeking Brother Husband, where you have women who, you got Seeking Sister Wives, but they got Seeking Brother Husband. So you got a woman
no Seeking Sister Wives either.
Yes, Seeking Sister Wives, you've heard of that. And then Seeking Brother Wives. Let's say me and my husband, we decide that, hey, I want, you ain't doing this for me, so let me get this other dude. And they all kind of live together and cohabitate in the same home. Like,
I'm too possessive for that.
A lot of people are, but some people, they with it. And I'm like, I couldn't do it.
Listen, in the audience, how many of you, if you're a man, how many of you would welcome a brother? What they call him, a brother?
Seeking brother. They are ridiculous about seeking brother husband.
Brother husband, or a woman would let a sister wife come in your household. I'm already saying no.
But let's say you got to do that, if you may have somebody that is not as sexually active as you are, and he was like, look, I can't meet your libido or whatever, so you could go ahead and have somebody else. It's like, I guess it's like
I'm not gonna get married to him.
I mean, it's benefits of getting married, that's true too. But they all like live in the same house. It's just crazy.
Would you do it?
No. Absolutely not. Kobe said,
Kobe said, you telling a story. That was perfect, Kobe. Kobe said she lied. Thank you, Kobe, for telling us the truth. We appreciate it.
Kobe don't know. You need to go get in your bed.
Now she punishing them.
I know. Go get in your bed.
So I have been thinking about, the Love is Blind part. And it would be very ambitious for us. That's right. Kobe said, stop lying. Stop lying. It would be very ambitious of us. And this is just a thought. I want to hook somebody up. I want to find a woman who is willing. Maybe I'm that woman.
You might be. But it's just so many dating shows. It's so many dating shows and people are being open. You got the Ready to Love, Love at First Sight, Love Island. I mean, like, even going back to The Bachelor, The Bachelorette.
People tired of being alone out here.
Yeah.
People tired.
Who's Kristen Maria?
It's got to be somebody that's willing, not because
exactly.
Ending them.
You can't volunteer somebody to be hooked up.
Willing to want to be hooked up.
Yes.
But ladies, look, it's just the idea right now. I'm always coming up with projects. So if you are willing to be hooked up,
maybe that's something we can do when we meet in person. When we do our little thing in person, have like a little dating show. You know what I think would be great? Speed dating.
It would be.
It
would be. So listen, since we put that out there, the date is coming soon. I'm going to have to tell you about a couple of dates. So hold on. We're going to tell you about a couple of dates and we're going to put them in the group. There's a couple of dates that are going to be coming soon. We really don't have the actual date, but there's a couple of things coming soon. We'll take the date later. Let me say that. We got kind of a month, but yeah, I'm not so sure. I can unless I think, as far as I'm concerned, if one of my girlfriends came to me, because my girlfriends that have known me for a very long time, if one of y'all came to me and said, hey Felicia, I got somebody I think you would really like, then I would be like, okay, maybe, maybe. But just to go on a show and put myself out there like that,
I know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Be Love After Lockup. Hey, they be
Love After Lockup.
Love After Lockup is another show where they be falling in love with people in jail, and they come home and they start these relationships and stuff. I mean, it's crazy. I guess people in jail need love too.
I'm not gonna say that I didn't love somebody that was in jail. Look.
But you loved him before he went to jail. These people are actually meeting the people in jail. I know somebody that married somebody that was in jail. Yeah, those people. I don't know if they get money to be on those shows.
I think they
Not
do.
reality shows.
I think they do. And
I don't know.
I think you get paid to be on those reality.
It's perks. Like, let's say Married at First Sight. They get married. I think the show pays for their wedding, pays for the honeymoon, and then they put them up in an apartment to have them live together. But they don't get money because they still work and do their own thing. I mean, there are perks involved with it, but they don't get like paid for them.
We need to find somebody in the audience. Look, find out if these people get paid, because I think they get paid. I don't think you're gonna put yourself out there like that and you ain't getting no kind.
It's like a contestant of a dating show. It's almost like if you going on Jeopardy or the Wheel of Fortune. You know, these people quit. You know, they take leaves from their jobs. Well, most of them happen like Ready to Love. That it'll happen in the city that they're in. They were in DC, Miami, Houston. You know, they travel around with the show. So that's a show, you know, with Nephew Tommy, he hosts, and that they're all together. It's like I wouldn't see me and you dating the same guy. You know, that's how it is. I'm like, that's a lot. Okay, Sophisticated Dummies seem to think they get paid. If they get paid, I don't think so, because then that'll take the authenticity out of it if you're getting paid to do it.
Well, think about it. On the show with the queens, there were some guys that I know they weren't really there to date or want to fall in love with any one of them. They was just on there to be on there or get a little bit of fame.
Maybe, yeah, clout, but I don't think they got paid.
I can't say that. I don't know, but I know some of them, they weren't on there for either one of them. They were just wanting to be in the camera.
But are we that hard up that we have to go to game shows and do this weird extreme stuff to find love? Is it at that point that's what how you do to find love?
I don't think people trust each other anymore. Like I've been on dating sites or whatever, and some of them people are weird. It's like, what? Say all kinds of stuff to you, and I mean, some of them put it out there what they want in the very beginning, don't match nothing on their profile, and then some people are fake. Period.
Thank you, Aunt Valerie. I try to tell them folk they don't get paid. They pay fees and like they pay for them to go on trips or maybe the transportation, but they're not paid.
Okay. Y'all say so.
Now you talking about reality shows like the Real Housewives and all that stuff. Them folk get paid because it's an ongoing thing. But people like on Ready to Love, they just contestants and it changes every time. And you have to audition for that stuff. You get picked. Hopefully they do background checks, drug screening, STD checks, and everything.
Hopefully.
I'm pretty sure they do.
You would hope, but
I'm pretty sure they do.
I wanna ask a guy, if we got any guys out there.
There's Sophisticated Dummies in here.
Okay, Sophisticated Dummies.
Ask one of them dummies.
I want to know which dummy this is, cause based on which dummy it is.
I think it's
Sophisticated Dummy. Would you love blindly? Could you fall in love with somebody before you meet them? Face to face. I want to know. I want to hear because women, I think we can do it more so than men.
You have to be open. You have to let your guards down and be open to be able to fall in love with just talking to somebody. You know, you got to get out the mindset of, you know, these women were competing for these men and the men were competing for the women. Like they had several connections and some of them had to choose between one or two connections they had. And so the goal is to get engaged.
I gotta watch this show because that just seems like a whole bunch of chaos to me. Like even in Queen's Court, they there were some guys that they brought for Nivea, but they wanted to date Evelyn.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
they bought nobody for anybody in particular. It's just who you would connect with. They said not this dummy.
Well, initially,
That dummy don't have his
said,
heart. That dummy don't have his heart open to be able to do that, to love blindly, to open his heart and to get to know somebody without seeing them. You know, men are visual
many
people.
men that would.
No, because they visual.
I'm visual too. I'm visual too. It's just, I mean, you know, it's just a thing.
Tiny said, I can like you, but not love. I need to see what I'm working with. Right. I agree. That's why I said it's some level of something, but it's not going to be the falling in love because that's a physical thing, you know? You want to be able to get the hugs and look into somebody's eyes.
She said, I can like you. She ain't said nothing about in love. She
right.
said love, period. Love, period. You know, she got to see you to love you.
Yeah. I mean, they're like in these pods. They go to these pods and they could be talking to this person like, oh, you know how we used to sit on the phone at night talking on the phone and just talking about all kinds of stuff. It's like that. So the women are on this side and men are on that side. So you're like in a pod on a couch, you just laying and you guys just having this conversation and just talking and getting to know each other and stuff. And they talk for hours at a time.
And they on TV.
Yes.
I think
you don't see them talking the whole time, but they're in this pod the whole time.
So, but what do you see on the show?
You see them talking. Everybody don't make a connection. So if you got like, let's say 15 men and 15 women, this one ended up having like 4 couples that connected. So out of the 30 people, only 8 people found that person. So you weeding people out and you end up connecting with this one particular person.
Well, I would hope that they would listen to, like, ask you some questions about what type of person that you're interested in. Like, if the woman is like 6 feet tall, I mean, you know, don't put no 5'2" men in there with but, you know, based on what she requests, I would hope that they would, you know.
Yeah, but when you don't know who coming in this pod to talk to you. You may ask them those general questions. You may ask them those questions. How tall are you? You know, sometimes are you white? Are you black? You know, you got to ask those questions.
That's awkward to me.
Yeah, but they doing it. Look, they on season 4, so somebody's doing it.
I wonder if they really last though. Like if we were to go back and look at the couples, are they still together?
Well, a couple on Ready to Love, they ended up getting married. So a lot of them do, and then
like Tamar is engaged to her guy, and Evelyn is engaged to her guy, and Evelyn and her guy are so cute together.
They are.
I think that's gonna last because Evelyn's never had anybody like that.
Nope, I think it is too.
I think now Tamar and her guy, I don't know, but I hope it do.
In Atlanta, I mean, they sit together and they be together all the time. When she's on live and stuff, he's there with her. He's around her son, and she's been around his kids. So it's serious. Whether it lasts or not, I don't know, but it's serious.
Both of them have been through a lot. You know, Evelyn went through that abuse.
Yeah.
And Tamar went through her thing. So I hope it works out for them. I really do.
Yeah. And being able to open up after you've been hurt. A lot of people, they can't get over that hump after they've been hurt. They can't open their heart without dragging this baggage. So how do you get rid of the baggage? You work. You spend time by yourself and you work through it.
You gotta heal.
Stuff.
You have to.
And people don't allow themselves to heal. So many people don't allow.
Speaking of healing, I'm too excited, y'all. My new book is out.
Yeah.
It is called Removing the Fragments, a journey, the journey from, Lord have mercy. I got to remember the subtitle to the daggone book, but my chapter is A Guilty Heart. And I've had a guilty heart for a long time now, and I think it has held me back some from actually, giving my heart to somebody, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared to actually put it all on paper to actually tell people. So some of my friends don't even know how I felt because
Mm-hmm.
I'm the type of person, oh girl, I'm good, move on, let's go. But actually inside I realized that I wasn't really that person. So when I saw this collaboration, I said, oh, this will be cool. And then when I started writing my chapter, I wrote it real surface level. And my editor, he said, this ain't it. I don't like it. And I told on our last episode that we had with my group, I told him I was mad because I'm like, how in the heck can you tell me what my life is like?
Mm-hmm.
And I had to dig deep and I had to tell the truth. And I did that. And speaking of which, our the leader of our collaboration, Miss Dial. I keep saying her name wrong. Dial is online, and I want to say thank you for allowing me to open up and express myself on paper. And I hope that when people read my chapter and all the other ladies' chapters, they will see our heart. And to be honest with y'all, I cried when I was writing this paper because I'm exposed in this chapter. I am very, very exposed. And for my friends that know me, I don't like to be exposed. My friends can know what's going on with me, some of them, but as far as telling everybody what happened, how
Mm-hmm.
I felt, um, I did that. And I don't like to be looked at in a negative way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and part of that was my issue. And like I said, I dumped it all out on paper. My heart is there for everybody to read in that chapter. And I think going through this process with those ladies, I'm healed. And like you said, you have to be willing to heal. And I think I was at that point and I was ready to go through this. So yes, our pre-sale um, was today. So we have the book um, advertisement on our page telling you what the pre-sale is. The link is out there. So we are pre-selling. Our release date is on April 27th. So we will be able to send the books out there. And I appreciate everybody who has purchased a book so far. Soon as I put it out there and
Mm-hmm.
support, I was getting dings, 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 dings on my square. And I'm just, y'all just don't know how much I appreciate it. And this is just our pre-sale. You don't even have the book yet. It's going to take a couple of weeks for us to get the books out. And I promise you, I'm going to sit down and write a message to and sign each person's book that went through pre-sale because
Oh.
what means a lot to me. And you're gonna see the real Felicia. That's all I can say. A snippet in that chapter. Um, so go out there, please support, share, and if you feel like the book is not for you, I understand, but at least share with your friends. And guys, I've had guys to tell me I bought the book. I'm gonna give it to my sister, my cousin, my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you can read the book as well. But if that's not for you, buy it for your girlfriend, your mom, your sisters, people who like to read. This is a good book club book. It really is. It really is. You got 11 women, including me, who are telling our stories. And we're gonna be traveling, y'all. That's why I said we're gonna be traveling. We're gonna start in Richmond, I believe, come down through North Carolina and end up here in Savannah. So listen out for our dates. Red and I are also going to do a live in Richmond, Virginia. So Richmond, you're gonna see a lot of us in the next couple of months. So who knows? Like Red said, we may, and that is very exciting. We may do a dating show.
Mm-hmm.
Be surprised. We are looking at a couple of places. We want to support some places that are new, up and coming, female owned. I mean, we would love to do that. We have our eye on, what is it, the Book Bar?
Mm-hmm.
The Book Bar. So we'll get in touch with her and see what we can do. Maybe we will do a Is Love Really Blind dating show live.
Mm.
I think that would be fun. Maybe we can get Tanya in it.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we can. But yeah, and that's the dates and stuff that, or the information I was telling you about the events. They are coming. We would love for you to listen out and make sure you are there.
Mm-hmm.
And we you know, who knows? We may be able to find out, or maybe even me. I may volunteer. I am single now, and hopefully one day I can meet my king. But who knows? Maybe I will go home and meet my king.
Right.
We shall see. What else you got? What other show? Because you know, Red know all of these reality shows.
No, because I just be sitting around watching TV. Oh my
these reality shows gonna be the death of us. Because some of them are real. Some of them ain't real.
Yeah. I just yeah, like just getting to know people. We just like the Facebook dating. And do we still bump into the people at the grocery store and meet people, and you know,
oh, people
the
don't
mall
anymore.
Yeah, the mall, the grocery store. You know,
they stare, but they don't speak. They don't speak. And one of the things is, this is my left hand, and I have this ring on there. This is not a wedding ring.
Well, who knows that?
My mother bought me this ring.
But who knows it's not a wedding ring if it's on your left hand?
But it doesn't look like a wedding ring.
Yes, it does.
It does?
Yes.
Okay, well, maybe I need to start wearing it on my right hand.
Yeah, Tanika, people don't walk up to you and ask you. You can't meet people in the grocery store, meet them at the club, at the bar. You know, you see them in the club, he walk you out and get to talking and the numbers. Do people still do that? I don't know.
No, I haven't gone clubbing in a long time. In a while. And when I did, no, they didn't.
Yeah, but we know people that's in the club. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, they ain't about nothing. But and do you really know that? I mean, the people who are single and have been single for a very long time, it's almost like you get used to being single. Like, you know, I think sometimes it's a smidgen of you to lose faith that you gonna ever find that person.
I'm not there. I don't think I'm there. I always have hope. Wait, hold up. Who winking at you?
I have men staring and winking at me when I go out to eat. And the trip is that they are with a female. I hate it. What? You say you were very see, yeah, you don't want him. You were very used to being single. Yeah, like I think Raven said, you gonna have to be real special to make me give up my singlehood, because single life is really good. Yeah, so what can you offer me that's better than what I'm doing then? Because I can
do worse by myself.
Exactly. And more so, like, I can buy me what I want, I can go wherever I want, I can do this X, Y, and Z. What are you gonna bring to me? Like Lettuce said, what you gonna add to me? Like, we looking for somebody that's gonna add to us.
Right. What can you do that can make my life better? And the same thing for him. He's probably gonna want somebody that can add to his life. One thing I don't want, don't bring me no drama. Do not bring me drama. Now, if you got, I know at the age that I am, men are gonna have baby mamas, and hopefully they're not a baby mama. Hopefully
you better have a grandbaby.
Mother. and they may have a grandchild, but don't bring me drama. Do not. I don't. I'm allergic to drama. I don't do it very well. I will leave.
That part. Yeah.
I don't have time for it. I won't fight for it.
Right.
If you got another woman over here, rah, 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 and you're not doing nothing about that.
But the reality of it is women think that we're competing with men anyway. I was bored. We were in COVID. Facebook dating kept popping up. I created a profile to entertain myself. But honey, I met the most amazing man. We've been together 2.5 years. Aww.
We need to bring Tanika.
Yeah, that is
tell us about that. Tanika, you want to come on and tell us about your man?
Adult children on exactly. I don't want nobody with no kids.
I'm on Facebook dating. And I saw a man on there old as me, and it was like a 3-4-year-old, and I swipe.
No.
I can't do no baby. My daughter's 17 years old. What I look like?
I ain't babysitting. No.
All the way over again.
She said, "Sit here, look ugly." You gotta come on next time, then.
You gotta come on.
Some men don't have patience either when trying to connect with females. That's true too.
I understand. We all are kind of, once you get to a certain point, you get kind of set in your way. You get stuck. Like, I do this a certain way.
And with dating, you gotta weed through and you gotta kiss a whole lot of frogs before you find that prince.
Well, nowadays all you gotta do is talk to them on Facebook.
You go talk to a lot of frogs.
That's right. I talked to one, and I knew by the time I got off the telephone with him, he was not gonna be
right. And so, like, looking at these red flags, like, are we still ignoring the red flags?
No, I ignored red flags in my 20s and 30s. I don't ignore red flags no more. If that flag tell me go left, I'm out of here.
So what are some of your red flags?
Drama.
Oh, yeah.
that's one of them.
No, then you start waving the white flag.
Girl, I'm out of there. It's smoke. He's like, well, where Felicia goes? She gone. She gone.
Wave that white flag.
If you can't get your finances together, me and Tanika, that's how accountants think, ain't it, baby? If you
can't be
right by this age, I can't help you. Sorry, I'm out. Done. Gone.
Yeah,
you got too many women. If
you definitely have to be financially stable in your 50s. Who in the world ain't like? I know a few people that
got to be 6 figures. I'm not saying you got to be rich millionaire, but you got to be able to. Don't be looking at me to help you pay no bill. I ain't gonna be able to do it.
No.
And you got to be able to bring something to the table. Like,
what do you need at your table, Fee?
Right now, I need somebody to know how to take care of a house. I'm serious. I might think, and I'm not talking about the inside of the house. I'm talking about, the stuff I don't know about, the AC, all of that stuff going. I don't know about this. I got to call somebody for this. I got to call somebody for that. I want somebody where I don't got to worry about that stuff. I am the epitome of the feminine woman. I want to be the woman. I don't want to be out there cutting grass. Baby, here goes some water, some lemonade. This is what you need. That's me.
So you buy to the gender roles on certain levels.
Now, I'm the type of person that I can handle all the finances, all of that stuff, make sure everything is good. You ain't got to worry about none of that. But I don't want to worry about all that stuff. Something happened with my car, I want to be like, baby, this car making this tink, tink, tink sound. What's going on?
You doing all the cooking and the cleaning. Like, the woman takes care of the inside. man takes care of the outside. I don't want to be cutting no grass either, trimming no hedges, putting down mulch. I don't want to do that. I don't want to cook and clean either. Another side. Like I don't want to cook and clean either. Another side.
I mean, I'm gonna make sure you eat.
Exactly.
I might not cook every day, but I'm gonna make sure you eat. You're gonna eat real good. You're not gonna have to worry about that. But I mean, you know, it's just like I had a guy to tell me he want his wife to stay at home. Are your finances prepared for me to stay at home? Like, how much you making? And he told me, and I was like, that won't take care of my house.
Right.
Much less if we move somewhere else. How do you expect for me to stay at home?
Well, he got to find a woman that works for. I mean, it's whatever works for you.
Yeah.
It can be non-traditional, and it's what works for us, or but it's what works for us. I feel like you can create your own rules in your marriage. Nobody says you have to subscribe to this type of marriage or that type of marriage. Whatever works for you.
That's a given. And what like me, I have a huge family. So I'm probably not gonna work with the man that don't like to be around people.
Correct. That ain't gonna work for you.
No. Anybody that know my family, we like to be together. We like to hang out. We like to. My aunt on here now. It's not. You're not gonna be able to work in my life if you don't like to be around people. And there are people out there that have very small families and don't even talk. And you're the type of person that you're such an introvert that you don't want to go to family reunions and big Christmases. We do Thanksgiving down here together. We get together for Christmas. We get together for birthday. You name it. Anybody, all they gotta do is say, I want to get together. And you got 5 or 10 people. And I'm all for it. And who wasn't? Why you always gotta go? Because there may be one day when I can't.
Right. I was talking to my grandmother on the ride home. I don't know what made me think of this, but she and I were talking about. She was just telling me about some stories when she back in the day, and how her and her husband, they were like the neighborhood parents, so they were able to discipline somebody else's kids without all of that stuff. That's missing these days, like that village mentality. You should be able to say something to your neighborhood, especially in a community. If you see a child doing something wrong, you should be able to correct that child. And
everybody will correct their children the same.
Exactly. But this was old school back in the day. Back in the day, this person could spank you. They go home and tell your mama what you did, and then you get another spanking.
That's true.
That's how it used to work, but that's missing. The neighborhood grandparents and all that stuff. We don't have that anymore because everybody's just so afraid to correct somebody's child. You see them doing wrong.
Are not the same because now a lot of the grandparents aren't old anymore.
That's true too.
And if I see
your grandmama at 36,
right? If I see your little Johnny running down the street and you ain't doing nothing with him, how you gonna correct my child? That's the problem that we have nowadays. Everybody's not, trustworthy. Some people abusing children now.
That's true too.
I'm like, isn't it? And if I know you, people at my church, yeah, but everybody and like neighbors don't even try to know each other no more.
Right.
They don't try to know me.
Right. And it's not always about spanking somebody, Tanika. It's just correcting them. Hey, now what you doing over there? Why are you guys knocking over those people's trash can? What would your mama say if I'm gonna tell your mama on you? That kind of stuff.
That's what I'm talking about, Tanika. Everybody don't correct their children.
That's true too.
I'm first at my child.
But these days, this day and age, what happened with that? We lost that along the way somewhere. We've lost that right to that village mentality, that community mentality.
Yeah.
We lost that. We've lost that.
Well, we have morphed this conversation into something else.
We always do. It's okay. It's good information. It is okay. It's okay.
But yeah, I think we kind of believe that. Well, I think Sharita believes that love can be blind.
I think so. Stevie Wonder blind, and he done fell in love with several times.
Who?
I said Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles, they blind. They fell in love without seeing a person.
See? That's that shade we've been talking.
That's not shade.
That's that borderline shade we've been talking.
Tanika said the same thing. She thinks
they don't have no choice. They don't have no choice.
Right, but it can.
No choice. But wait a minute. On the show, they said Stevie Wonder used to feel your wrist.
He did that about your size to see how big
feel your wrist to see how your size. So he wasn't really loving blindly, because if that wrist got to be too big, he won't check him for you.
He ain't like the thick chicks.
He ain't like them thick
Well,
wrists.
that was Ray Charles.
Was that Ray Charles or
that was Ray Charles?
Ray Charles. He ain't like them thick wrists. I know somebody was feeling the wrist. Stevie Wonder probably was too.
He was doing something. See, he got 12 kids. He know what something.
Wow.
He ain't that blind.
He is. Because he definitely put his best picture on Facebook. He didn't look exactly the same, but had me hooked. Oh, you talking about
your dude?
And some of them be catfishing.
Right, yeah.
Some of the guys that I done seen, they put their picture from 20 years ago, and then when you face, because I always FaceTime them, they'd be like 60, 70 years old. What is you doing?
But by that time she was hooked, so it didn't matter that his hairline was receding, or
but that's what I'm saying.
Or that he had a little belly.
Is love really blind? If you get on there and you're talking to somebody on the phone and you've been talking to them for months, like maybe 2 months, and then it's time to meet up, and you totally into that person, your heart is there, you want to talk to them all the time, you go to bed talking to them, and then you meet them and you're like,
right. But even still, like, you can fall in love with somebody and they may not be your type. I mean, look at how people dog Beyonce and Jay-Z. Even though I don't think Jay-Z ugly, but so many people.
I'm not saying that you can't fall in love with that person, a person that is not your type. But there may be something about them that visually you may have to kind of get used to. Or, I mean, them too. They may see you and be like, she got something going on there that I ain't know about.
But she nice.
It might be something you got to get used to. But are you willing to take that time to do it? If I've been on the phone with you for a while, and I don't know, it's situational. I might be able to do it. I don't know.
I think you could. You talk long enough and getting to know each other long enough.
Well, I got some stipulations that have to be met.
Well, yes. But just because, I mean, you can still fall in love with, and by the time we get to that point, be like, womp, 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 womp.
And then that's a waste of time. Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
We don't, moving on. We're not doing that.
So we got a couple of people say that love is blind. He's extremely cross-eyed, and Sharita says she can handle it.
Wait, y'all laughing, but I got a dude that, I mean, he took them body, nice, tall, dark. He took them glasses off, and I was like, which
way you looking?
No.
And
I felt so bad, and I was like, but the thing that got me about him, he talked a lot about himself. He was so on himself. It was like I couldn't get a word in. edgewise.
Well, they got surgery for that, Tanya. They got surgery for crossed eyes.
Well, then
what is a deal breaker for you?
But I want to hear this one. Tanya, what's
a deal breaker?
What is the deal breaker? For those that are in the audience, tell us what your deal breaker is. What is the one thing that if you were talking to a guy online or on the phone or whatever, and it had been for a month or two, and you met him, what's the deal breaker that you would say, no, I don't think so.
I can't get past that. Somebody go say their teeth.
I cannot get past this. What is that thing? You can go get teeth now.
That's true too.
Fix that. What's that? What's that one thing?
If he got that Cobra, that insurance, that Delta dental plan, he can. What's your deal breaker? Now, I can't say crossed eyes because Tanya already threw me out on that one.
I already told you.
Cross-eyed, brown teeth, 300 pounds, that neck fat, and man boobs. Oh Lord.
Yeah, me and Tanya is on it. I don't want nobody that's shorter than me. That's like way down the line. It's a lot of stuff that I can't.
The stutter. Look.
That's wrong. That is wrong. We do not condone
what you mean?
that on Inspire Her. We do not condone mocking people. Come on now.
You ain't got no patience there, Tanika.
People saying you ain't got no.
You ain't got no patience.
What Tanika say? A bad stutter.
A bad stutter.
You gotta pay very close attention.
No, he can't be bisexual for me.
Oh no! Oh yeah, that's number one.
He can't bisexual. He can't be bisexual.
You can't.
My friend David he dressed really nice and always wore matching hats. He took her to another state for a weekend. As soon as he took his hat off and saw the bald head, she immediately got sick and made him drive her back home. She never saw him without his hats on.
I can do a man with a bald head any day.
Yeah, all the way bald, but not the Stevie Wonder bald.
No.
Stevie Wonder bald.
I don't understand why men keep that around the side. Just cut it off.
Holding on to it or get a toupee. She never
about the bald head with these beards now. Woo! But yeah, guys, listen. Some of us on here believe that love really can be blind, and some of us think absolutely not. I think we have to be situation because sometimes until you're in that situation, you are clueless as to what you will do.
That's true.
Clueless. And I just think that we need to think about what it is that we really want, what it is that we like we just did. What are your things that you just can't deal with?
Now it's a fine line between we lost my train of thought. I think it's an age thing also. Yes.
Well, me and Teresa married to men that are much younger.
So it's a fine line between being superficial and knowing what you want. Being superficial and just knowing what you want.
Oh no, I can't go to
superficial and shallow. Right. Am I being superficial and shallow because you don't want a man with cross-eyed, brown teeth, 300 pounds, extra net fat, and man boobs?
No, you're not being superficial and shallow.
But suppose that's right. So that is that the 20%. Suppose he check all the other boxes.
Well, that 20% that you just mentioned is a whole lot. Yeah, those are all my Mama,
He can
I'm
deal
not
with the brown teeth. He can lose weight, and that way the extra net fat and the man boobs going, and he can get his eyes fixed.
I don't got all that time to wait.
Why
Who
you
got that much time to wait?
getting
We
to
are
know?
older than me. Well, I mean, no. Mm-mm. No. Now, can I deal with weight? Yes. I mean, I'm not the smallest. I'm thick. So, but can I deal with a man with some weight on him? Yeah.
But not the cross eyes. Would you be worried about? Hey, Felicia, girl, where Felicia get that cross-eyed man from?
I'm not following up. I am. No one will say on here that I'm following up behind Sharita and her mess today. We would not
nice, though.
behind Sharita.
Look, he's nice. So that's not superficial. Okay, there are men who wouldn't want me with my supersized butt and non-flat stomach. That's true too. And were they being superficial, or they just knew what they wanted?
They know what they want, and everybody not made for it. Like I said, I'm not wobbly fat, but I got thicker thighs. Some men want skinny women. I got thicker thighs, I got a butt. You know, some men don't want that.
It's a very small. I met a guy who was great on the phone and was very financially stable, but he was very short and had a gimpy leg. I stayed out for dinner. We walked across the wine shop. Well, with his gimpy leg, he could walk. I don't even know what a gimpy leg is, but okay. He was lagging behind. And I said, this ain't it.
He might have had one leg shorter than the other one, or he's had knee problems or something. And he was doing the little thing and so he can't keep up with time.
I didn't call him again, and he knew not to call me. What about it?
Probably blocked the man. No, I heard she done blocked him.
Valerie, some people think the tattooed men are sexy. Not me, not full of tattoos, but some women think that that's sexy. But I guess
I got tattoos. So I mean, I got 1, 2.
But you said more than 5,
more than 5 is not a lot for me. I mean,
I guess if it expands your entire body, that's not a lot.
Yeah, you got them all on your face and neck and all. No. No. Not at all. I can't do that. My things are mostly physical and mostly financial. You have to be financially stable. I'm allergic to taking care of a man. Unless we get together and something happens. And I'm already in love with you. We already married. Already something happens. And that's just it. But to start out and you expected me to take care of you, I'm allergic to that.
Who doing that? Who taking care of somebody?
There are people out here.
Not I.
There are women that are taking care of men. Trust me.
I know, but it couldn't be me.
No. No, I need you to, you don't have to make as much money as me, but you need to be very close and able to take
you need to be very close.
And all your children. If you still have children at home. And this is one thing my girlfriend had to deal with. There are some men that have grown women, children, that are so aggressive. Like, what are you gonna do for my dad and this, that? I mean, and she was dealing with a lot. And I was like, yeah, that probably could not be me. I can't speak for himself to get his children straight.
No.
I had a problem with that.
No.
Little girl, you done went outside and jerked you up in the corner.
No. They
no.
wrong folk business.
It cannot happen. Listen, we've been on here. We have had fun. I didn't know we were gonna have this much fun with this topic, but we have had fun. We appreciate you guys for coming on. I want to say next week we are going to talk to, and I got to check on her schedule, but we are going to talk to one of someone that I went to college with who now owns her own gym fitness center. And she, when I tell you, this girl body is she is our age, and her body, I don't think she had an inch of fat on her body. She is going to tell us how to get right for the summer and how to eat right. I was doing good. COVID had me out there running steps, walking 5 miles every day. And when I went back to work, all that went downhill.
Well, I'm on this program, E2M, Eager to Motivate. That's a really good program. And I'm fasting now. So you can try fasting. Like I
don't want to do fasting.
You don't want to do fasting?
Don't work for me. It doesn't work for me.
But you know what works for you. You just got to do it.
I do. Because I did it.
Mm-hmm.
During COVID, I was proud of myself. And just to say this, I am starting Saturday back doing my 5 miles. We're not starting the steps yet, but back doing my 5 miles. So if there's anybody out there that wants to join me and Red on our journey to fitness, let us know. And maybe we can figure out how to do like a weight loss group and put it out there and motivate each other, because that's what you need. You need motivation, and you need somebody to say, girl, you can do this, especially when you don't want to go out there and work out. You need somebody to say, come on, you can do this. You can get it done.
Yeah, I want to be snatched, but I also want to be healthy and live, see some grandkids one of these days, and
right.
Be healthy.
So we're gonna have her online, and we're gonna have her tell us, how to get those stubborn areas, and what, maybe what some things that we need to eat. Maybe she has her own gym. Maybe she can show us live some different workouts that we can do those days that we don't want to go and we want to be at home, or it's raining outside, those blah days, some things that you can do at home just to keep it going until you feel like going into the gym again. So
all right, sounds good.
We will have Unique Fitness on next Thursday, and hopefully you guys will show up for us again. We love you, ladies.
Yes.
And gentlemen. We love to inspire her. Chat with you later.
Bye-bye.
We are here to inspire her, the total woman.
Yay.